What's up, guys? I am so frustrated right now. This is the third time. This is the third time I've recorded this exact same episode today. First time, everything fucked up. I got to a certain point. It locked. The recording locked up. It wouldn't let go. I couldn't do anything. It was ridiculous. It pissed me off. And I had to scrap that episode. Like the data was completely corrupted. I had to start all over from scratch, and it took me a little while to get everything working correctly. Got everything going. Started the recording back up again, and started recording this a second time where I explained all of the stuff that happened the first time. Well, I got to a point later on, which once again I keep reverting back to the same save that happened before I recorded last time. So this is literally all stuff that I've recorded twice so far today. So now we're at a point where I'm really just not giving a shit. I'm going to try to record all the same stuff we're going to go through. We're going to go into Bleak Falls Barrow. We're going to record going through that dungeon. We're going to skip all the travel in between. As a matter of fact, you're not even going to see all the conversation. I know if you're trying to listen to this, literally everything everybody's talking about right now is what's sending me to Bleak Falls Barrow. It's just, we need to protect ourselves from dragons, go to the barrow, get a thing, come back, talk to us. A dragon's going to be attacking a watchtower. Go see how things are going there, kill it if you have to. And that's where I've been ending the episode. I've been doing the dragon fight, but everything's been locking up during the dragon fight. So hopefully this time, because I actually had to update my recording software, it looks like I was 3 versions behind. So I've got to update. I updated the software. Hopefully now nothing is going to fuck up the way it has been, and we will be able to record everything. I'll be able to upload it, and if not, well, you won't know anyways that I've said all of these things. So, okay. So right now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to transition over. To Bleak Falls Barrow.
Kinsman.
You're the best. Can you be my mother?
All right, so here we are, Bleak Falls Barrow. I found a horse. If you know what, that little sequence there, you know, that looked good in my head, but, you know, let me know what you think about that little travel sequence that I did there down below. That was just something I thought would be fun. And I just kind of ran with it. That horse is so angry. Holy crap. Oh my god. So, yeah, there was a little portion there where usually... Oh, damn. Where usually there have been a Vigilant of Stendar who had just killed a couple of skeletons. But for whatever reason, this time there was just a horse there and a dead body next to it. So I hopped on the horse and rode it all the way up here. That was kind of interesting. I don't know. Clearly, the horse has no allegiance to me, so it's just going to leave. But I just thought that was cool, that there was... I've played this literally this is my 3rd time playing through, like I said earlier. And the first 2 times it was a Vigilant of Stendar, and now it's the horse. So, to give you an idea, like, the game doesn't ever play the same way 2 times in a row. There are certain things that happen the same way every time, like this dungeon. Everything happens in the same order every time. But things like loot tend to change. So we'll see, because like the first time I played through, there was a chest at the end of the dungeon that had a glass warhammer in it. which it's not actually glass, it's made out of malachite. But the second time I played through, that's not what was there. The second time through, there was a steel hammer with an enchantment on it. It wasn't a very good enchantment, like it wasn't even worth trying to use. But it was different. Now, what really bothers me about how they designed this place is like there's those cobwebs that I just had to pass through. You can see someone's been coming through killing things because there's the skeevers laying about. But there's another bandit down here who they're built into the game right here to illustrate that you can't just walk up and hit that switch. Like, that's why he's here. He's a higher level bandit, and his entire function in the game right now is to hit that switch and subsequently die because of it. To tell you that you can't just hit the switch, you actually need to do the puzzle. So, like, he's there, but those cobwebs were still full. Like, it would have taken so long for those to actually become a thing, and he would have had to have passed through them, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense in that aspect. There's just a few little details like that the game designers, I don't think they really thought of. They're just like, oh, this will be cool, let's put this in. Like that gate, for example. Like, unfortunately, I didn't listen to the people who were talking at the beginning of the dungeon who were like, because they were talking about how they stole the golden claw and they were coming down in here, and like, see, here's another cobweb here, but you hear a guy calling from a little bit further up. You know, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Like, there's a few things that just don't seem thought out. They're just like, oh, this will be cool. It's good foreshadowing and yada 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 yada. And it's like, well, yeah, but it doesn't actually make any kind of logical sense. So like, there's the spider here, who is, you know, he's the reason there's all these webs around. I'm gonna die. But there's no reason why that spider would have tied this guy up in a doorway. Like, that's not how it would have approached the situation. It would have put it on the wall, or yeah, it would have put it on the door or on the wall, or like hanging from the air, like from somewhere around its little opening up there. But it wouldn't have tied him up in the doorway. That's just not what it would have done. So there's just things. It's like, you did this because it's more video gamey, and it prevents you from progressing without doing a certain thing, but at the same time, it doesn't actually add anything to the game because it doesn't make you lose immersion. Is really what I'm saying. Is like it takes out the immersion of the universe. Oh, gold necklace. So I'm going to try to get through all of this. And there's a trap coming up. Like, there was a big trap right there if I had stepped on that thing. Which I know they count on most people playing through to step on that, because people are inclined to go through the middle. Just naturally. You're always inclined to naturally go down through the middle of this. So they've got it set up to where that's where all the traps are configured, as opposed to having one that like spans the entire path. It's just in the middle. This one here is genuinely challenging. I can't say as I've ever gotten through one of these without getting hit. Oh god, I timed that perfectly. Because there's a delay on the sprint. Like, you can't hit the sprint button around the same time that you start moving, because it won't activate the sprint. You'll just run at normal speed. So that's what usually causes my problem, is that I don't ever get the timing right. Oh god, I hate fucking frost. So, yeah. For those of you who are confused by the fact that I've got almost 16,000 gold and I'm still at the beginning of the game, I've played quite a bit. I've been roaming around, going to dungeons. I've actually crafted all of my armor that I'm wearing except for my boots. My sword I picked up off of a Draugr in a dungeon earlier. Like, I've been doing a lot, and I've got a mod that makes ore veins, because obviously I couldn't have made all the armor I had without mining a whole lot of ore. It makes them more profitable, so they'll generate a random metal type more times than not. The way that it's written is it's supposed to generate more different kinds of ore, but the way it functions is it actually has been giving me gemstones. So here, I'll show you real quick. So like, I'll come over here and I'll mine this, and in 3 dings it'll give me iron, but then it'll also apparently it just gave me iron. Okay, so there's some silver, which once again, this is an iron vein. Iron, and then a sapphire. So I've been getting a lot of gems, and I've been getting a lot of flawless gems at that. Like, I've been getting like top quality gems. So unfortunately, that said, that was elven armor in there. Yeah. Unfortunately, I've been having to sell to the merchants, and because Bethesda decided that they didn't need to have an infinite supply of cash, you have to. There's a lot of standing around and waiting for them to rebuild their money, so that you can sell more shit to them. So as of right now, as far as game time, about 2 months has passed since the last episode, because I just keep finding stuff that I have to sell, but I find, like, 12 flawless diamonds, I can sell 2 at a time, and then I have to wait 3 days before I can sell again. There's a lot of just standing and waiting that's been happening, so that's why, like, I've gone out, I've leveled up quite a bit, and I've got things that are, like, really overpowered for this particular dungeon. One thing, though, that I did not account for is the dragon fight that's coming up ahead. Now, if you see me glancing, like, over to the side like I am now, that's because that's where I'm seeing the recording happen. And I have to keep checking it to make sure it's not locking up, because if it locks up, then this is all worthless, and I might as well just stop playing. So I have to continuously check that. Plus, I'm also checking the frame rate, because it's been dropping. Some of the sections of this game are dropping frames. Okay. Shit. Went too early. Yeah, some sections of the game are dropping frames because the particle effects have been causing the frame rate to drop. I don't know why. It has. So, oh. And like you're saying, like, I'm getting a lot of gems off of enemies now too. Oh, you missed. Sucks for you, dude. But the area I've been having the issues with is actually the dragon fight that's coming up ahead. You'll see that later, like I said. And here in a minute, oh shit, did I pick up? I can't remember if I picked it up or not. Because I've been having to do this so many times today, I've been forgetting to do things. I can't remember if I actually picked up the golden dragon claw. Because if I didn't, I have to go back, and that guy that was stuck in the wall that I bitched about for a couple of seconds, I actually have to pick it up off of him. Yes, I did pick it up. Okay. I can never remember if I picked that up or not, because it's a very critical thing that you need. And because without it, this door does not open. Which I picked up the iron claw and I picked up the emerald claw, but that door requires the gold claw. So, and now in here, there's another Draugr in here. And he's like, I don't remember what they call him, but he's like almost top tier Draugr. And he has an ability that can disarm me. Now, earlier I was talking about in a chest there was a glass hammer. This is the chest. So we've got an amethyst, we've got gold, and we've got robes and boots. There's not even a weapon in here this time. the last time I played through, there was a hammer, and no, it wasn't. The hammer wasn't enchanted. There was also a dwarven greatsword that was in there, and it had an okay ability. But the thing is this guy can disarm me, and the time that he disarmed me, he actually knocked my sword off into one of those bushes down there, and I couldn't see it. So because the way he did... God damn it, I'm getting my ass kicked. Because of the way he did that, it took me forever to find my sword, and I didn't have... We're going to take that. I didn't have any other weapons that I could have used against him at the time. But, like I was trying to say earlier, that dragon fight that's coming up ahead, I do not have a good build for it, because I'm doing, you know, heavy armor, two-handed. I don't have any ranged. I probably should have picked up some arrows off of the Draugr that I passed throughout here, because some of them did have bows. I probably should have picked up a bow, because I'm pretty sure I don't have one. But that dragon, like, since I have to fight him hand-to-hand, it doesn't work out very well. Now, you're seeing me not picking up soul stones for enchanting, because also, whenever I've been mining, I've been getting soul stones. And some of them actually have already been filled soul stones. They're not even, like, just empty ones. So it hasn't really been an issue, actually. Oh, no, that's just a potion. I thought that was gold. There hasn't really been any kind of problem coming up with soul stones to enchant things. All of my armor that I've been able to enchant, I didn't enchant my helm, which I am wearing a helm right now. I've just got it so that they don't display in the game, because they're all really hideous. Let's see. I've enchanted all of my armor. I haven't enchanted my sword. I should probably enchant my sword.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
I kind of want to kill you now. I haven't enchanted my sword. I probably should enchant my sword. I might do that here in a second after I finish talking to him. Yep, that's great. Got the dragon sword. What's next? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, you talk to her. Let's go ahead and see about enchanting the sword. Do I have any soul gems on me? No, never mind.
You went into Bleak Falls Barrow and got that?
I have a house outside of town. I have a house outside of town. Once again, it's another mod. You saw it in my travel transition, but I must have left all of my soul stones there. So the house is actually on the way to the tower. I most likely won't get it because it's going to take extra time, and I don't want to deal with that.
Let's go.
So we're going to have to go up against this dragon. And dragons, they don't like to really have any kind of effect from a lot of damaging enchantments anyways, so it doesn't really matter. And my enchanting skill isn't very high, so it doesn't do very good, and this is a pretty damn good weapon as it is. I've actually already made it more powerful once. So, okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to let them finish talking. He's going to give me an item. Hopefully he's going to give me a weapon for a change, because the last 2 times I've played through, he's given me a piece of armor that I couldn't use. But maybe he'll actually give me something I can use this time. We're going to go ahead and we're going to head on over to the watchtower, and we're going to start the fight with the dragon.
Don't fail.
You should try the venison. It's delicious.
Okay. So I actually stopped the recording and picked it back up right here for a second, just to make sure that all the stuff that I've already gone through I'd saved.
No signs of any
so I don't have to go through Bleak Falls Barrow anymore. So this is actually this is still the 3rd attempt.
We've got to figure out what happened. And if that dragon is still
so hopefully there's no fuck ups right now. But there have been so many issues, I just wanted to make sure. Because I wanted to get the dragon fight in on this episode as well. So hopefully I can do this. This is going to be my 3rd time fighting this dragon today. Every single time I've nearly died. So maybe I won't fuck up like I did last time. The last time that I fought it, I actually had a bow that I got in Bleak Falls Barrow. And that did me some good for a little while. Like, I only had a handful of arrows, which I ran out of very quickly, and I didn't really hit that hard because I haven't been training my archery at all.
Guardsman, what happened here?
So
This dragon. Quickly now.
we're going to be dealing with this. We're here. We're at the watchtower. It should come up over that mountain. There it is. And it's coming into the area. So I've got to kill that big-ass dragon. And if it's still the same dragon that it's been the last couple of times, it breathes. It does ice damage. So not only does it hit me for... Oh, shit. Not only does it hit me for health when it breathes ice on me, it hits me for stamina, too. Oh, God, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me! Oh, it's a fire breath! Okay. Okay, so, but it doesn't hit for stamina anymore. So all my stamina losses is going to be from hitting it, but it looks like... Oh, my God, damn! Oh, I did amazing that time. Now, the last couple of times that I fought it as well have been at night, so maybe that has an effect, because I decided to go ahead and transition into daylight just so you could see it better, because the dragon looked a lot better this time around as well. But holy shit, that was horrible. It still looks like it's recording. So, why are y'all running away? It's dead. And I didn't lose near the health, because actually I think I have fire protection in my armor.
I can't believe it.
So,
You're Dragonborn.
okay, that's great. That's, yeah,
The
I
very
don't really want
oldest
to talk to y'all
tales,
anymore.
back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim.
So yeah,
Dragonborn
hopefully
and
everything's going to
slain
work out
dragons and
perfectly
steal their
now.
power. What you did, isn't it?
You'll be able to see this.
Absorb the
It's
dragon's
already
power.
gotten further than it did originally.
only one way to
That's
find
that's
out.
spectacular,
Try to
because
shut
last time it was actually
that
crapping out
too.
like the beginning of the fight.
According to the old
So,
legends,
we're
only
doing
the
good so
Dragonborn
far.
can shout without training.
We're gonna
The way the
loot this guy real quick, see what I get. Steel arrow, don't need it. Okay, I only got one bone. I only got one scale. Damn.
Talking about.
The last couple of times that I fought the dragon, I've actually got... The first time I fought it, I got 3 scales and 3 bones. And then the second time, I got 1 bone, but I still got 3 scales. This time I got it blown into scales, so... That fucking sucks. But that's the fight with the first dragon. I can't believe it worked out as well as it did this time. So maybe I just need to fight these things during the day instead of at night. Because nighttime fights, they seem like they give it ice abilities instead of fire. But thank you everybody so much for watching. Let me know what you think about the series down below. Again, I've been running in 60 FPS. Let me know what you think about running at the higher rate. Does it look better? Are you enjoying my commentary more? I've been trying to stay vocal the entire time because there have been comments saying I'm not talking enough. So I'm trying to talk more for you guys. And what about the transitions? Like I said, I wanted to do a little bit more cinematic transitions, whereas instead of just being like, oh, I'm from this place, now I'm at this place, I wanted to give a little bit of... I don't want to show you the travel time because it takes so long, but I did want to give a little bit of a transition to kind of show you what goes on while I'm out and about. So let me know what you think about that as well. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you disliked it, hit the dislike. That's fine too. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that button too. And I'll see you next time.